Let's take a look at the Aristocrat Patron from Tasha's Cauldron. So you think about aristocrats, you think about the high society climbers. That's pretty much who these people are. So starting here, your group serves at the pleasure of a member of the nobility. Motivated by money, power, and politics, your patron uses your group to further their agenda without dirtying their hands, or perhaps they send you to the palaces of their enemies as envoys of peace. In exchange for loyalty and discretion, your patron is a powerful ally whose favor bestows far more than gold. So look at the different types of aristocrats you might have in your campaigns, from the heads of scheming merchant families to immortal sorcerer queens. Each member of the aristocracy holds a measure of wealth and power, and they desire more. The rulers of a barony could struggle to reclaim the influence they once held, while the new head of a business dynasty might seek to catapult their fortunes to new heights. By aligning with such patrons, you stand to benefit enormously from the fruits of their ambition, so when they succeed, so do you. So you can roll or pick from the aristocrat table below, and here they have the different types listed. So the first one here is a local lord. Convinced that power and prestige lie just around the corner, this minor lordling grasps for every opportunity to climb the ranks. Number 2, merchant mastermind. Reputation, wealth, and power are one and the same for the head of a family with world-spanning business holdings. World-spanning sounds like it gives you some good options there. Number 3, nomadic princeling. Nothing is more appealing to this princeling than treasure. Their sprawling merchant caravan trails behind their palanquin as far as the eye can see. Number 4, a double dealer. The leader of a noble family has turned against their nation, secretly opposing their liege for personal gain or ethical reasons. 5th, ambitious entrepreneur, the sole heir of a vast fortune. This entrepreneur seeks allies to expand their wealth in a new business on the international, global, or even planar stage. Wow, they're reaching out. And then 6, future ruler. This young noble is destined to rule, but currently their whims are fickle and dangerous. So lots of good aristocracy types listed right there. That's about what you would expect for people just looking for money, power, and politics. And then they look at the aristocrat perks. These are always the good little things you get at the extras here. So first, expenses. Your patron reimburses you for extraordinary expenses incurred as part of your work. You're required to account for your expenses and must explain any extraordinary expenditures, but routine travel, ordinary equipment, and basic services don't draw a second glance. Don't ask for anything too much, you'll probably get it. Next here, immunity. This could be the best one of them all. As long as you remain in the aristocrat's good graces, you are nearly immune to prosecution under the laws within the aristocrat's sphere of influence. So think about for an evil party. This may be just the way they want to go. When you're carrying out your orders, you have a great deal of leeway in how you choose to go about that, and the law isn't an obstacle. Committing serious crimes, especially if they're unrelated or unnecessary for the assigned work, is a sure way to fall out of your patron's good graces, however. So be careful how much you abuse the immunity. And then luxury. Your patron deigns to host you at their home or in other luxurious accommodations for a brief period as reward for a job well done. Such a stay typically lasts for no longer than 2 weeks per year, during which you maintain an aristocratic lifestyle for no cost. You must defend the locale if necessary, but you're largely afforded time to relax as you please. However, poor or outright destructive guests rarely receive invitations to stay with them. So when you look at the expenses, that's all right there. But then when you consider the immunity to pretty much do what you want within reason to get the job done, that's a big help. And then lastly, salary. And these are all pretty much the same. Your employment under an aristocratic patron brings an income of 1 gold piece per day, or enough to maintain a modest lifestyle. At the DM's discretion, your salary increases or decreases depending on the aristocrat's nature, the type of work, and the length of your employment. Then we see the aristocrat contacts. Who's going to be the intermediate? Get their hands dirty here. Aside from a few exceptions, the aristocrats prefer to have someone else handle communication with the hired help. As a result, you communicate with an intermediary who serves as a go-between in your dealings with your patron. Roll or pick from the table. So there's your usual D6, and number 1 is a common contact. A servant with ambitions towards a title works as a go-between for your patron. Second could be professional. A level-headed advisor or manager of your patron's business directs you in keeping their reckless employer safe. Third, family peacemaker. A naive aristocrat appointed by your patron wants your assistance in keeping the peace between fractious family members, which isn't your patron's priority. It's keeping the family members from fighting each other. Number 4, intimate connection. A common-born confidant or lover of your patron guides you in creating circumstances to bolster the noble family's best interest. 5, outside insider. An outcast noble favored by your patron works with you to uphold their family's interest despite their exile. And number 6, kind of the opposite, outsider inside. A mysterious entity manipulates a noble family's fortunes. Through your patron, it employs you to guide its chosen family along a centuries-long course. And then next year we have the aristocrat retainers. Aristocrats seek agents to pursue business, political, criminal, or personal agendas. In return, you might serve an aristocrat merely for the salary or to gain access to particular tools, information, or political clout. Or you could be a lesser family member, expected to serve the will of family leaders. Regardless of your skills or social standing, aristocratic patrons will, with enough foresight and imagination, find a use for agents from any background. The aristocrat retainer roles table suggests a variety of parts you might play in an aristocrat's agenda and the backgrounds frequently associated with each role. So here up at the top, we see some of the roles a person might have. There might be an advisor, and they always give the little backgrounds that they suggest go with each one. Might be a bodyguard, it's a good one right there, more action. An informant, maybe something more for the rogue right there. House staff, messenger, family sign, whatever it may be. And then the aristocrat quest. What are some ideas for adventures to go along with this? A missive from your patron proffers a different kind of mission each time. For one assignment, you act as an envoy during delicate trade negotiations. The next, you're sent trekking through mountain passes to gather a favorite flower for a party. Foes are endless, and yesterday's ally might be tomorrow's target. The only things that are certain are the variety of your patron's whims and that tomorrow there will surely be more. So here are the aristocrat quest options here. So number 1, noble union. You work with multiple noble factions to unite rival families. Number 2, business breakthrough. You track down and obtain a wonder your patron believes is the key to their financial fortunes. Number 3, sabotage rival. You break into the businesses or estate of an enemy noble family and undermine their political or professional ventures. 4, lost lineage. You seek evidence of a lost branch of a noble family or proof that individuals don't possess a noble pedigree. So it could be looking for a long-lost family member or trying to get rid of a fake one. Number 5, origin of nobility. You reveal the secret reason why certain individuals were elevated to noble status and how they will soon fulfill their purpose. And then 6, the new nobility. You recreate the remarkable event that granted today's noble families their special standing, enabling the rise of new nobles. So there's what you got for the aristocrats right there. Again, probably the more roguish type are probably a little bit better for this, maybe the sword for hire, something such as that. But whatever you like, there's another region for you to explore. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.